Hello dear student. So today we are going to discuss very important part of this chapter, structure of atom, that is how to write electronic configuration of an element in accordance with the quantum mechanical model of atom. Let us discuss. Before going into the details of writing configuration of an element, first of all we must know how to represent an element. As you can see here in this figure, any element is represented by its symbol with its mass number and atomic number. Mass number is written as a superscript towards the left side and atomic number is written as a subscript towards the left side. In this figure you can see E is any element or symbol of an element and Z is the atomic number and A is the mass number. As you have already done these concepts in your junior classes also, that atomic number of any element is the characteristic property of an element and it is equal to the number of protons present in the nucleus of an atom, and a neutral atom always have equal number of electrons and protons. Hence, for a neutral atom, you can also say that number of protons are equal to number of electrons. So, we can have Z is equal to P, or it may also be equal to E for a neutral atom. But specifically, atomic number is the number of protons present in the nucleus. And second important property is mass number. Mass number of any element is equal to the sum of number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus of an atom, and protons and neutrons are collectively called as nucleons. So this mass number is represented by the symbol A and it's formulated as A is equal to P plus N. As P is the number of proton, that is also equal to the atomic number. So we can also calculate atomic mass number of an element if we know atomic number by adding number of neutrons to it. Let us now discuss what is electronic configuration. So as we have discussed how to mention number of neutrons and protons, the next third subatomic particle, electrons, are to be written when we are representing a particular element in terms of its electronic configuration. So these electrons are not present in a single place actually in the atom. So where are these electrons present? In particular shells and then subshells and then particular atomic orbitals. So arrangement of electrons in these various atomic orbitals in increasing order of energy in an atom is called its electronic configuration, and electronic configuration can be represented by two ways. Let us see what are these two ways. Firstly, you can write symbols where first we need to write the symbol of an element, then we write its electronic configuration in this way. For example, 1s1. Here 1 is the principal quantum number, means the number of shell. S is the orbital in which the electron is present, and 1 is the number of electrons. So this is the electronic configuration of hydrogen, because hydrogen just have one electron in first shell, and as we know that first shell has only S subshell and only one electron, that is S orbital. So one electron is present in one S orbital and the number of electron 1, hence this 1 is written as superscript here. So in this way notations are used to write electronic configuration. And the second way in which we can also represent electronic configuration of an element is the orbital diagram. This orbital diagram is quite simple to draw. Just draw a box for a particular diagram. For S orbital, we just need to put one single box, because one S orbital, S subshells always have one orbital. For P subshell, you need to draw 3 boxes. For D subshells, you need to draw 5 boxes, and for F orbitals you need to draw 7 boxes. So these boxes are equivalent to the number of orbitals. So here you can see in this example we have three types of boxes. First for 1s, and these are to be drawn in increasing order of energy towards right hand side. So 1s, 2s and 2p orbitals are shown here. So, and now how to put or how to represent electrons, so we can use arrows here. And as we know that in an orbital, two electrons must have opposite spin. So you need to put arrows, one upward and one downward. Both of the ways you can use, either by complete arrow or this half-headed arrows can also be used in the as it is shown in the second example. So both of the ways are correct, and it is also compulsory to mention the names of these orbitals in case subshell is containing more than one orbital. For example, 2px, 2py and 2pz. Now let us see how to fill electrons in orbitals. As you can see here in animation, first electron of hydrogen enters in 1s, lowest energy level. Then second electron of helium also enters in 1s, then 2s, then 2p. In 2p, first electrons enter singly and then they start pairing. So up to neon, you can say that 2p orbital is filled. Next electron starts filling in 3s and 2 electrons enter in 3s. Then next 6 electrons will enter in 3p, and here this third 3p subshell will get complete, or you can say the third level containing 3s and 3p will be fulfilled, and here the next noble gas argon arrives. So in this way you can see the electrons are occupied with orbital. Electrons occupy those orbitals which are lower in energy, and this energy level again we have already discussed about Aufbau's principle. So according to Aufbau's principle, you can use this arrow diagram to learn. And according to the arrow, you need to fill, you no need to cram that. Whenever you need to write electronic configuration, just draw this Aufbau rule diagram in a corner, and just you can see that how electrons are to be filled. In 1s 2 electron, then 2s 2 electron, 3s 2p 6 electron. Then any s orbital can have 2 electron, any of the p orbital can have 6 electrons, any of the d orbital can have 10 electrons, and f orbitals can have 7 electrons. But you need to follow this principle while filling कि कौन से ऑर्बिटल के बाद आपने कौन से ऑर्बिटल में इलेक्ट्रॉन फिल करने हैं. तो लेट अस सी द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ फर्स्ट 20 एलिमेंट्स. तो starting with the first one, hydrogen. Actually, as I have already told you that electronic configuration in can be represented either by using symbols or by using orbital diagram. So we will discuss in both of the cases. Hydrogen, just one electron because atomic number is 1. So notation is 1s1 because the first electron of hydrogen will enter in the lowest energy orbital, that is 1s. And orbital diagram will show just one arrow. In this, you can also show this arrow as downward. Means एक electron आप किसी भी उसको spin में show कर सकते हैं. But if 2 electrons are there, then you must show with oppositely side arrow. Helium, atomic number 2, 2 electrons. Second electron will also enter in 1s because each orbital can occupy 2 electrons. So now the orbital diagram will have 2 electrons but in opposite spin. Next is lithium. Third electron will enter in 2s according to Aufbau's principle. Now, when a noble gas arrives, after that, if we need to write the abbreviated form, अगर short form represent करना है अपने electronic configuration को, तो this is known as noble gas core. कोर का मतलब होता है इनर फील्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन. अगर एक शेल कंप्लीटली फिल हो गई है जहां पर, तो उस इनर कोर के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को हम पूरी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ना लिख के उसको एक शॉर्ट फॉर्म उस पर्टिकुलर नोबल गैस जहां वो नोबल गैस आई है उसको रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं बाय पुटिंग इट इन स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट. एंड देन वैलेंस शेल इलेक्ट्रॉन मीन्स जो आउटर शेल के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं जो उस main shell के बाद आए हैं, those electrons are to be represented. So in this way, lithium can also be represented as helium 2s1, and orbital diagram you can see beryllium 1s2 2s2 or helium 2s2. Next, atomic number 5 boron. Now for 5th electron, you need to start filling in p orbital, and as you know that p orbitals, there are 3 types of p orbitals: 2px, 2py, 2pz. So you need to draw the orbitals in this way. Now put just 1 electron in 2px, and then carbon, this electron will enter in 2py. For nitrogen, this electron will enter in 2pz. This in accordance with Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. And always remember, you must write these arrow in the same direction for all degenerate orbitals. Okay, this is according to the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Then oxygen, now the pairing will start with the 8th electron. px में आप pairing start करेंगे, then fluorine and then neon. So now in neon you can see the 2p subshell is completely filled. So 2s and 2p subshells are completely filled. So now this neon is a noble gas. So the elements which are coming after neon, you can use noble core as neon. For sodium, we can see again अब 2p fill हो गया neon पे. तो after that you can see in this off-board diagram that next orbital is to be filled is 3s. अब 3s में electron जाएंगे. First electron for sodium and second electron is for magnesium. तो 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1 sodium, 3s2 magnesium. And for now, now 3s2 is completely filled. After this, you need to enter electron in 3p orbital for the aluminium. So now we can see the electronic configuration of aluminium 3p1, and if we show this orbital diagram, so it would be 3px1 in this way. Sodium 3s1. Just here during showing orbital diagrams, it is not necessary to draw the core electrons, only the valence shell is to be represented, otherwise it would be quite lengthy process to show all the orbitals. So for higher elements you need to show orbitals for the valence shell only. So for 11 atomic number sodium, you have 1 electron in 3s1 और बाकी neon core आप लिख सकते हैं. Magnesium 3s2, aluminium 3s2, 3px1, and silicon 3px1, 3py1, phosphorus 3px1, 3py1, 3pz1, so total 3p3. And sulfur, now the pairing starts with sulfur, then chlorine and argon पे pairing खत्म हो गई, means 3p orbital is completely filled in argon. तो argon की electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. So in this way you can write electronic configuration of argon, and in abbreviated form or in noble gas core neon के साथ आप आगे valence shell के electron लिख लीजिए 3s2 and 3p6. Now two more elements, 19 and 20. Let us discuss. Now after filling that 3p orbitals up to argon, the next electron will enter in higher orbital, which is now 4s, as you can see in the diagram. Always go through this off-board diagram when a particular subshell is completely filled, because otherwise you will write incorrect, that if you cram the things actually. So it's better to draw this diagram every time whenever you need to write electronic configuration. So next electron will enter in 4s1. So potassium electronic configuration in abbreviated noble gas core is argon 4s1. Now we can see for calcium, it is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. Now again the 4s shell is completely filled, and calcium with noble gas core is argon 4s2. Now for 21st electron, can you tell me in which orbital the electrons will be filled now after 4s? Go through the diagram. After 4s, where the arrow is pointing, it is pointing towards 3d. So now next 21st electron enters in a d subshell, and that we'll discuss in tomorrow's lecture. But first of all, you need to remember this thing, that elements are classified in such a way that the number of the last electron, if it enters in s orbital, then those elements are called s block elements. If the last electron enters in a p subshell, then elements are called as p block elements, and if the electron enters, valence electron, last electron enters in a d subshell, then the elements are classified as d block elements, and if the last electron enters in a f subshell, then those elements are referred to as f block elements. And did you remember that in 10th class you have observed periodic table, and we have discussed that how periodic table is classified in 4 types: s block elements towards extreme left, and p block elements towards extreme right, और इन दोनों के बीच में आते हैं 10 ग्रुप्स डी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स के, और बॉटम पे पीरियोडिक टेबल के जो 2 सीरीज आप देखते हो वो होती हैं एफ ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स की. तो इन दिस वे एलिमेंट्स आर क्लासिफाइड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन एंटर्ड इन अ पर्टिकुलर सबशेल. So I think these electronic configuration of first 20 elements are clear to you all. Practice them and have a nice day. Thank you.